In this capsule, we look at teachers using group work as a strategy in high school. The teachers talk about why they use group work in their classrooms.
In group, what happens is that the students who did not follow certain one concept, say a simple concept, despite of my teaching also, in group work they are learning by themselves with their peers. And one more thing, in group work there is a scope for the creativity, for the child's creativity. They are coming up with the good their own ideas. Our teaching is limited, but still behind that they are coming with their own things that which is out of my imagination, and which is also a good experience for me.
The teacher explains how he forms groups in his classrooms and why forming groups this way works in his classroom.
20% one student, 40% one student, 60% one student, 80% one student, above 80% one student. That's why five students were there. Accordingly they were planned. That's why 5 different activities were given. Simple activity will be done by, that's why my question in that period also, simplest activity was done by that student who can complete that. Easiest, common sense question. Axiomatic theory for this. Quite difficult. And last, with reasoning, group leader will be answering the question. With reasoning. Now, next activity in the second period, what happens? The student who is giving the reason will sit together and he will explain. Third activity is that students will be framing their own question. Here my activity is. Student has to frame their question. If student is not able to frame the question, that means my activity is not over. He is framing the question, that means he knows the answer.
Group work is a good way to encourage peer interaction and building self. Like in all aspects of the teaching learning process, the role the teacher plays during group work is important.
Group work is, after all, the students are involving by themselves in a group. So there is a competitive spirit also. There is a motivation to them, self-motivation to them. They are involving by themselves. And so it makes them to learn better behind what the teacher teach. As far as role is concerned, the teacher is only the guide. This is what I feel, because certain concepts are to be guided by the teacher. So teacher's role is I think as a guide or a facilitator. So, but when you practice this group work every now and then, the students who are lacking behind also, one who do not wanted to take part, that child also get participated in that group work. Initially that child may keep himself or herself reserved, but later cases that child get involved because there is an encouragement to them, and they find the answer by themselves. One thing. Second thing, they learn to work in groups. They share their knowledge with each other. Whatever the one student is having the good knowledge, he can, in the group work, he can share, and other student can learn out of it. This is one more benefit. And their power of involvement, whatever they are doing, their confidence level is building up. So only thing is that teacher has to clear the concept and encourage them to get into that group work. They may have the constraint of language to express themselves, but when they are put into the group work, now they are doing wonders. They are showing their talents or creativity in a wonderful way. So this is my own experience in this, at least in this school, where the student who is having so many constraints can come up or show a good result in the group work.
In the next few slides, we look at few pointers on how to plan for group work in the classroom. This is not an exhaustive list. Use or adapt these to your needs of the classroom.